Now, the Prime Minister has made it very clear that as part of Mission 2024, it is to make inroads in South India. He keeps speaking about Charso Par. For him to actually achieve that, he's going to have to ensure that the BJP seats in the South increase. And that's why in this year alone, I wanted you to take a look at how many times he's really visited different parts of the South. It started in Trichy on Jan 2nd when the Prime Minister inaugurated projects worth over 19,850 crore rupees. That was followed by a visit to Lakshadweep as well, where he unveiled developmental projects and also made that big tourism push that everyone was speaking about, of course, when there was a video that was put out of the Prime Minister snorkeling as well. Let's move that along to the next page as well. So once, in fact, soon after that, on Jan 3rd, the very next day, he was in Thrissur of Kerala, where he held a roadshow, addressed this mega women's meeting. There was a Thanksgiving rally of sorts. The Prime Minister, also the BJP, has been putting a lot of focus on Thrissur, hoping that by going ahead and fielding a star like Suresh Gopi, they'll be able to bag that seat. After that, a few weeks later, the Prime Minister was again in the South, this time in Lepakshi of Andhra Pradesh. This was during the Anushtan that he was holding before the Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha. He visited the Veerbhadra temple and also performed an Aarti. The next few days, you saw many such visits taking place. The Prime Minister also again went to Thrissur, this time praying at the Guruvayur temple, was seen also going ahead and attending Suresh Gopi's daughter's wedding, blessing several other couples. It's on the same day that he visited the Triprayar Sri Rama temple as well, again linked to his Anushtan. So there's a clear template here of the Prime Minister focusing on the South, but also visiting some of the most iconic historic temples of the South, each with a clear message, also linking it to the Ram Mandir, which he raised in today's rally. Let's go to January 20th, when again he touched down in Tamil Nadu. He was in Trichy offering prayers at the Ranganatha Swami temple. And then on the same day also made his way to Rameshwaram, where he visited the Ramanatha Swami temple. It's here that he took that holy bath, the holy snan as well. Then in Dhanushkodi, the very next day, the Prime Minister visited another very famous temple, the Kottanda Ramaswamy temple, and performed a puja there. All of this was linked to his Anushtan. And before the Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha, the Prime Minister spent the most amount of time in South India visiting these temples and constantly drawing a link to Ayodhya as well. And then on February 13th, very interesting, he was in Abu Dhabi, and I remember being there at the Airline Modi event to reach out to the diaspora in the UAE, a large portion of which comes from South India. The Prime Minister spoke in Tamil, spoke in Telugu, Malayalam as well as Kannada to send out a message that we love all of you, you are our pride. That was a message he sent out in different languages. And then now, of course, he's started off his trip before Tamil Nadu in Thiruvananthapuram, where he visited the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, named the 4 astronauts for the Gaganyaan mission, and then made his way to Thoothukudi, where again he's inaugurated several developmental projects worth 17,300 crores. So in a matter of 2 months, these are the number of visits that he's made to the South India. Nothing clearer than this, essentially, that the Prime Minister is putting all of his focus on South India and ensuring that the BJP makes inroads in states like Tamil Nadu, in states like Kerala.